Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Welcome. We back here again with me and my girl
Kami.
Tami and Kami back again. Girl, to be followers, the ones that they share, we say thanks a million. Every week we keep growing. Every week we learning new things.
Yes.
You're not trying to provide or you with the information, trying to keep all you woke.
Yeah, every week. Because
Mhm.
different times. Depends on how the week is, no?
Yeah,
How
yeah,
the
yeah,
week
yeah.
is. We got some good topics today. I read an article about Kia,
Girl, sad.
and I wasn't surprised. I think deep in my head, I know it was going on already. I wasn't surprised because the article was pretty tough because they mean to say this lady write an article and say that the youth supposed to come out reform in there, but nothing ain't going on. So they're supposed to be getting less. They're supposed to be getting social worker to help them. They don't have no because of the COVID they can't leave the cell. They can't do the sport like they're supposed to have a Kim million in there
Many
too,
they had, yeah.
giving them Kim. So they have a gevangenis. It's an institute.
A correctional institute it is.
We have a correctional institute and nothing is being done, so that's when the youth them come out. Yeah, so we so
They back to the same old
they
self,
even state an article in there is a place where it become even better of the wrong they're doing.
But that's look, I understand the idea and from young, now not in my no consciousness, but from young I always like with Kia no, Kia is not what we think it is to lock up people and show away the key. When we fighting for something, that's the first thing that they say no, it's a correctional institute, is to rehabilitate and reform them to go back into society. So if that's the name, like that's how you just call it, your VC and your mission, you have to put it in place. It cannot have a hole in that because you're striving on that. That is what you're selling to the community, that we don't lock up people and throw away the key. No matter what they do, they get in short sentences because the idea is when they go in there for the 5 or the 6 years instead of 30 years, they get a reform, and when they hit the streets back, there's ideal citizens. You understand? But if while they're in there, they're not getting the proper help and the steering, where we going? If I come out and I still don't have a paper in my hand, because if I tiffin because I don't got paper in my hand, I ain't getting a proper job, I want my money, and I go in there for 5 years and I don't come out with a paper, I'm going back in the same thing.
Yeah, I'm going back to tiffin. Yeah, it's true. And in there, when I was in uplighting, I was to become a worker. And in there we have have a section. Aruba have a whole section that it don't fall so bad. A whole section for people to rehab, like when he was on drugs and things. They have a whole section for that in there, but it's so fall.
But I wonder if they ever use the department then.
They used to use it, but it was too fall, so they couldn't keep them in there. So they use that thing for like 2 months, and it was so fall that they couldn't keep it in there. But how we reach to that stage?
Exactly. Financially, I think it would be. I wouldn't understand.
People lasting paying for that.
Exactly.
People lasting money.
So it within the budget. Within the budget, it couldn't have like let me fix that up instead of sending people overseas, instead of families trying to get money to send the people who are addicts on Santo Domingo Bank visa. We can invest that in fixing something here because we don't have the department existing already. Like
the department there, I know they send a project to build a whole new Kia, but that never come out. I know where the money gone.
On paper, it gets sent.
Yeah.
On paper, it gets sent, but it never get a breakdown of where the money goes.
Went on there, but we should have had a new Kia because they came and curved it and said the location is done wrong already because of the salvator mashing up the place. So they only curved it off. It don't curve off, Kia don't curve off, so they had to build a new one. But that's they had to hear the plan in Aruba, so it never happened. I know what went on there.
But if the money gets sent, then it have to be somewhere. No. In a book, it got to be in an account, a book. It have to have a book with the money in it.
But that's the problem. The government don't have an audit. That's the problem. We don't have no audits. That's the problem. That's why a lot of people I see a couple of years back, people was on balling on Facebook that we're supposed to have an audit in the government. But
a lot of corruption is going on. A lot of money missing. A lot of, how you call it, Papa got job, Mama got job, get the money, get the contract, get all kind of, how you say, conflict of interest money just gets spent. I don't understand how we could be upset that we're in the situation we're in now.
Because
You understand what I mean? It's like we fighting that no, we don't want Holland, we could do our own things, but we self
putting myself
put
in this
myself
mess,
in this mess because
yes.
if I giving you money to do something all the
Yes.
time
For
and
the
I'm
last
not seeing
35
it,
years. For the last 35 years,
and I ain't seeing where your money going.
I'm a big mad
Now
man.
a crisis reach, you don't have a backup pot self,
Yeah.
so where all the money gone?
Yeah. So I ain't coming to take over your patria.
Coming to control what going on
I'm
and
coming to see where my money gone.
Yeah.
Because it's my money or you sold. So I want to know where my money gone. Say nothing about coming to control or your patria or nothing. Where my money? Now I want to know. Where my money?
this article we're going to see. We could put a link in it for you to read. No, it's there. It's a new article. I could say the Bron.
It's a dot.
From
Aruba,
Caribbean Network.
Yeah, it's Aruba New. That was name.
That's where they get the information from. The person went and interview, speak, see for their own self. So it's not like third party news. They went and they see how the prisoners living, let me say.
Yeah,
see how the rules, they don't have no that. And let me tell you, everybody know, adult know. Children need structure.
Yeah.
If you're not setting up a structure, it's best you leave them home in the house because they come mostly these children come from homes that don't have a structure.
And it's young children.
You're going to lock them up in a place that they could sleep all day.
Yeah, it's yours.
They ain't have no schedule. They ain't got no nothing. They ain't got no schooling. They ain't got no. What we doing? Next 6 months they come out and all they done is a master of their old craft because it's like, okay, you was picking the locks the wrong way. Try this way. Yes. Remember, put on handspoon because fingerprints. Yes. Remember, so all the learning is wrongness. Yes. Nobody ain't intervening of giving them tools to make it when they come. Refining the art.
Yeah, because the article, the article is a very interesting article. It's on Aruba.nu. You can read it. They're very, very interesting article. And I was like, wow, this will make some people mad. But yeah. And they even talking about the two kids who are really underage and in there with the group of the children. They're supposed to have late play, but they ain't getting no schooling. Yeah. Listen, we gotta want more for we kids. Yes, they commit a crime. Society, they come back in society. Yeah, that's why they commit a crime, but we can't condemn them. Yeah. We have to give them a chance. And this way is not giving them a fair chance and expecting more. And expecting them not to end up back in Kia. And the situation is so disgusting because I wish we could get some money from India and talk about it, but people will be so afraid to talk about the job. Yeah, got rules and listen. While I find if you're not lying, you should not be hiding from the public because again, it's the public paying us to work. It's people do like the ministers in the zoo, the directors in the zoo, but they get chosen. We choose you. We put you there. You working for us. Yeah. What's going wrong or what's going good in a place. We choose you to represent us, and now you're keeping secrets from us. You're hiding. We don't have the rights to know. I don't get it. I don't get that whole build philosophy. They're busy with that. We don't have to know. We don't have to say. We don't have to ask. Yes. How dare you? Is we put you there? You're doing like you own. Talking about a case that they investigating. Okay, that's a under investigation. That's a different thing. But I want to know what's going on in there. But the more we know, the more how you say corruption has come to the surface. A lot of questions, and I notice people don't like questions, no? They don't like for you to ask no questions. They don't like for you to know nothing. That's why if you look at it good, and I observe it in all departamentos, the gobierno, Amdana, the key people, the bosses them, they always got like a yakaniker under them. Of course. Because, they don't put the mother who asks them questions what's going on. No. They got a yakaniker up to the key department is for the yakanikers. But, if they find out you're on a yakaniker, they're moving your tail. Yeah. They ain't even trying. I notice now, and this is why I see in where I work in the department, in the section I work in. Make your life a living hell for you to quit. They either want you to quit, but now they're getting so bold, coming without shame. They're taking your position from you, putting somebody else. It's either you going to do the job or somebody else going to do the job. But what I want gonna happen. Yep. And we sitting on leaving it happen. And we leaving it happen. Yep. If you take somebody, I don't listen. Why we paying 2-3 people for the same job? Yep. You understand that because somebody care. That person ain't doing what I want. Go sit down home. Yep.
I go sit down in the office, but who I want there, we're going to say okay and say, yeah, that's a good idea, Kami. Oh, yes, Kami, do that.
And it happened so high, it didn't happen in the parliament. They didn't send them a minister sometime, because
care and go with what we want. It's we. You're fighting. But Kami, they lose their way. You know, they lose their way because you're supposed to be for the public. You're supposed to be, you want the good for your island. We want to move on. Yeah, one saying that one corrupted, one saying the other corrupted. But
and you know what has killed me? 80% of the community is Catholics. Just to be
don't start that.
Wait, I'm going to start it. 80% are going to start it. 80% of the community about Dios. And if you believe so much in this Dios, or you should know when you do bad, we banish on our island, we will be banish on no more. So if
that's what your philosophy is, if that's what you believe in.
So this and Aruba is such a blessed island.
Beautiful.
They have everything, and they don't understand. Even if your philosophy is Catholic, if you believe in energy, if you keep doing bad,
vibes is bad. Bad is bad.
And the karma will come back, and it's yaman. Because we're gonna be gone, and we children will have to suffer it. But I don't understand them.
But Aruba create their own, let me say, monopoly recht. They give people the power to be like this. They give people the power to own things and just be above everybody else and feel the elite.
And they were the first one to get them when porno star went to Alto Vista. Yeah. You say corrupted, but you get to my girl do a lay and porno
in the church.
But you
but
you are the first to get on there, but you corrupted too. You
have your wrongness.
Yeah, you have your wrongness. Get on with shit.
Yeah,
Talk about that. They get on with the poor.
It's a casi Dios, girl.
Huh? And the
she knew nobody physically harmed.
And the one who fighting for the rights now here to get married.
I find it's gewoon out of place, and I find it's such a throwback mentality to have, to still feel. Listen, marriage for me is like a piece of paper. For me, it's a piece of paper, right? You have benefits in marrying somebody, a union, you know, a bond, like a promise to the person I will always be there for you and care for you in sickness and in health. Who am I to say who allow the rights to have that in their life?
LGBT community here in Aruba that fighting to have legal rights to get married. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And the case
get
prolonged again. So there was out there protesting and people was bashing them on Facebook.
I hate when people listen. I find the philosophy of the Bible so contradicting. They say we should not judge. We should not play judge and jury, this and that, but we is the one who are keeping other people from being happy, because then we judging them.
Yes, that was somebody
we doing this and we doing that. So who am I to say somebody else don't have the same happiness than me?
Somebody say that they are Catholic, but they don't have no rights to judge nobody because it's not up to me to judge. And if you believe so much in that, that's what the person say.
You believe in the Bible, but then we doing the same things.
Leave them alone. Leave God judge it.
And for the Bible, people, what is the Bible? There's no sin bigger than the other.
Yes.
So now, if you in the Bible and you busy judging and playing judge and jury and things, you sinning too.
Yes.
So why their sin bigger than your sin? No. Leave everybody. But this world supposed to be about happiness. They harming you. Yes. They have the rights on the same happiness, same security for life insurance, bank. They don't want to reach a house together and want that thing. Why we stopping them from moving forward? Who am I to judge them? No, people. I find you full basic, and it's same. It's just like, for instance, when people from color didn't have recht. We fight for it, and then now we the same. Some people from color will still be in this, supporting this, that we are not living because God. No, we ain't doing this. You love who you love, and what is understand? Some of these people grow up in the Catholic Church, still goes to church. So it's not that they don't believe in God or they following another Bible. They following the same Bible like you guys. They just love who they love.
Yes. Leave them alone.
And everybody have the right to love who they love. Yeah, so I really definitely in on board with that.
Yeah, and stop bashing people and leave people and fight for
Mind
their
your
rights.
business.
Yep, thank you. Mind your business.
Mind your business.
Yeah, it sound like
worry what
mind
going on. Yeah, mind what going on in your household,
yes.
and if the one who love you really love you,
yes,
they find love. They find love.
Mind your business. You're right. Mind your business. Mind your business. Mind your business.
I don't support that. We reach a long way with so much a different. How you call that?
Controversy?
No, yeah, like rights, no? Like human rights, with race, with this, with that, and we stuck here.
Yeah.
We stuck here, and I don't understand how so much of other places done break through that. Move on, and we still here with the glass ceiling that we trying to hold it. Pass that thing, man. Let me done with that, man. Stop that thing.
What do you think about marriage in Aruba? Why ain't lasting like before? Oh boy, I asked you a wrong question. Maybe don't put yourself in there. No. You are married. I just kept yourself.
Maybe they watching too much Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
You think so?
No. The joke is, I think women reach a mental strength now that is zero tolerance.
Yes.
And the equality level of the mindset, no, is like
we have more information.
It's like I walk into I can't be cooking, cleaning, you pulling up your shirt. And about his life. You understand? So then they want, because we just have the vision of, most women just have the vision of a wedding day and getting married. So you just be wanting it.
Not most people.
You just be wanting it. But when you're in it, and the person, and I know, and some people do this, when they have the ring on the girl finger, they start to slack off, like, I got she.
So wait. So girls are sitting in picture.
Have some girls really just picture their wedding day. Like, when I get married, I'm going to be...
fence house.
No, it's just like your big day. It's your big day. So they don't know what they're going to wear, what kind of dress they want, what's this, that. But then when the lifestyle kick in, and the man is pulling up like how they see it on the TV or read it in a book.
That's the problem. Stop dreaming on TV and reading a book.
Or read it in a book.
And stop looking at novela. Yeah.
Some man that start to turn Rocky Balboa one box.
What?
All of that is happening when comfortability and like when you feel assured that, hey, that person is yours. Some people tend to change. Some women just slack up, start to get big.
And I believe back then too, women had more tolerance.
Yeah, the confidence wasn't like now. I think it's just
the
like
way society wanted them to be. So I just really look at a series on Netflix, The Cable Girls, and they're talking about 1939 when girls was fighting to have rights. No, It's a good series. They got, of course, a little bit of fiction, but it had to do with. I even know it was at the end. It was a true story. I didn't even know that. But when I didn't realize, I was you're caught up in your black community that we was fighting for rights. I even didn't realize that back then women had no rights. No rights self. They couldn't even walk the street.
Women was really, it had, that I say, we come so far with different battles from rechten, rights, human rights, that women, they getting more and more woke, like, no, I'm accepting this. If I put in 50, you put in 50, I expect
so I think of my grandmother. My grandmother born in 1917. So I think she had no rights.
Hey, but it didn't had a time, sex was like, it was only like to please the man.
That was going on in the
You can imagine that? I can't imagine the year. It wasn't going to add up for me. I can tell you that.
When the girl say in the series, when the girl say, she went to finish her sex with her partner, the girl say, I don't enjoy like how you just enjoy it. So the man, do what you're doing, come and then lay on the side. And I didn't get it. When I sit there, I said, wait. I said, wait. 1929 or 1913. You trying to tell me that just
it was about man. It was about man.
Hey, but it was the series as a whole. I
open up.
Yeah. I was like, what?
No, back then it was just like you lay down, they come, done.
Yes.
Done. So it wasn't about now how sex open up to this thing that we both having fun and we both doing this, and girls like, hey, he ain't cutting it.
Yeah, you gotta go.
You gotta go. Put on your clothes. Hit the road. We in that.
But how you just know, I don't ask girls, listen, that's how I live my life. Sorry, because How you does, I don't know. I just tell girls them,
But
you
you're not.
sure you cut me? Because that's the only money I have. You just
No,
just
but
tell girls,
but now the
oh,
world's
oh,
so open up, Camille, that have some people is caught up in the mentality of it all the grass always greener the other side. Because how you see in the movies, how you see, but in reality, people is only show you, especially on TV and on the post, only show you the good times. They ain't showing you when they're mashing up a bottle in the wall,
yes.
or
On Facebook,
fighting.
when we talk about Facebook, people are post the things on Facebook. They ain't post when they get licks.
You understand?
They ain't post when they get harmed.
They
posting
posting,
on it.
yeah. So stop getting caught up in thinking the grass, because sometimes you have a good man. Sometimes I just be like, why we couldn't find him? Like, I have a girl, a friend. What would do he good? And he there getting horn, getting maltrated from some other girl, won't appreciate it. But yeah, love, you understand? So sometimes people just get into this married thing, like, okay, he have a good, he's stable.
Some people looking for a trend too, no?
Yeah,
stable.
I alone ain't married. I thought I would have been married by 30 something, so they rushing married in the wrong person. You know, certain things, like how you say in life, people just come and go, and some people have to just be pass
I
by.
get married 59. That's what I wear the pension.
But listen, marriage to me, no, marriage to me is just paper for me. Yeah. It's just when you drop down, I want to have a certain security. You understand? Over my tears, I have to have something else. It can't be only tears.
You gotta see this part, not doing this healthy thing, because then you reach
they're
59.
Living long.
Yeah, 59 is dead. That's the problem. No, 59 is dead. Like, shit. That's my plan, boy. I ain't get to marry.
You don't get to marry. That's why calculate, check the blood pressure every month, see how they going, you know?
Go going, like, shit.
Health check. Go with them Colombia, go check up.
No, but a lot of things have to do with the marriages and last. A lot of, as you say, society
watching too much of people's lives. Know what good in your life, what works with you.
Yeah, a lot of things ain't going
be
on.
Open.
And when you get married, no, you get married in Boodle, Burton Boodle. Know these things and
hey, listen.
Know these things
Listen. For my girls, this is for my girls and my boys. We got the things together. No? Stop getting caught up with love with your heart and not with your head. Because what I don't get is where your head is stay. I find if you love me, I don't find money should be signing a paper, a prenup or whatever.
Yeah, it should be normal.
Shouldn't be no problem. I'm providing you the life you want. We gonna have trust. Yeah. I could pay your passage to go wherever we doing that.
Yeah, I ain't say that.
But you can't come with a garbage bag in this relationship and leave him with a house. Prenup. You can't be doing this.
I ain't for prenups, and I know
a lot of women and men lose a lot.
But I have a lot of friends now. For the last 2 years, I know getting married prenups. Yeah,
gotta do this. Gotta do this. Listen. But Aruba. People don't understand this. You're married. Your mother and your father passed away. Have a house. You know your man got shares in your mother and father sweat. Yeah. Listen. Yeah. My brothers, them, no. I'm telling you. Listen.
You're burning it down.
I'm burning it down.
Ain't to you.
No, I don't want I don't care if they're talking papiamento, Spanish, Dutch, Chinese. I don't care what nation they're from. My mother and my father sweat. Nobody ain't gonna come like, why your sister here? I don't listen.
And here, fight to stay with it, stay with the house too.
My brother then cheated and lose house because she stay with house with the children, and then mom moving in a house. My mother and my father for free. Yeah. She come with 2 garbage bags. Yeah. No way.
No, I ain't to.
Get your act together. Stop this thing. Stop this thing. People don't think, hey, marriage is paper and paperwork. This ain't about your heart.
No.
Paperwork means legally they own shares of things that you self don't know you got shares in yet.
Yes. They just go blind in this thing. Blind.
Somebody pass away, leave land for you. Who married with you got shares in that land. Listen, both people. Man and woman, get yourself organized. Don't be blinded by when your family talking to you. Yeah, but they love me. No, baby. Listen. Maybe they do love you. But when things bad and all you break up, they come in like a bulldozer, want everything.
Yep. Ain't so Ain't so So man, when you getting married,
know your things. Know your rights.
Do your homework. Do your good homework.
Know your rights.
Good homework.
I mean to throw them down like a dog when you're done. I ain't say that. Because they gonna have rights on certain things. Every year they married with you. They have an allowance. People have to give up. In Aruba, said people just give up part of their pension because they married with somebody now.
Listen.
So I don't know, people they ain't talking this, but people just have big time people who had big time job and thing have to pay people allowance to provide the partner, the ex-partner with the lifestyle they had while they together. Mention these things on paper.
Listen,
with me though, if you married me and you millions or you know, I pure love. Don't worry with no paperwork, baby. I love you.
Listen, I sign any prenup. I don't care because I ain't going nowhere.
My allowance, but I talking for my own allowance.
No, but listen. If I marry a millionaire, I sign the prenup. I sign it. I'm
gonna be on the best behavior.
Yes, I'm going nowhere.
I ain't taking deleting all man out of my phone.
Listen, I ain't doing nothing. I said, now what I have to do? Clean? Okay. I said, no home. Listen, I could be the best girl ever though.
Hey, you reach to the stage that I ain't even getting on if you don't come home today.
No.
You come on.
Okay.
I thought you was sleeping in the other room. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, that's acceptable. Yo.
I was thinking a joke. I was seeing a joke thing, but when the man got a small thing, he don't have to raise his voice. That thing is hilarious.
Shut up. Unless it's a millionaire.
Don't ask me where I'm going, what I'm doing, what.
Shut up.
Unless
it's a millionaire. I slept in it then.
No, man, be wise.
You don't worry now. Or you play your game. Play your game smart and know what you do. If not, call up these Latinas, you get it on point. These girls,
they need to put some workshops,
Yo, they make good money,
I need to follow some workshops.
They make good money. Hey, the parade busing Macron now?
Hey, don't start.
No, you're pulling up for why you say no, it's 1 o'clock.
Ooh. Now we are like in costumes. Oh my God.
Yeah. You go ahead, they for sure, but then.
Well, listen, I got up this morning feeling, maybe that was, I was feeling emotional the whole week. And I was telling my partner, I don't know what wrong with me. I have like an emotional, like I want to cry. I have like I don't know.
Your feelings all over.
My feelings all over. Maybe this is it. My week, my body accustomed of a certain schedule this time in my mind. And I think the whole quarantine thing just this week threw me off. And for some reason, so much good things going on in my life. And yet this emotional thing was like pulling me. Like, But then this morning when I get a message from my girl, Tam, and she was like, hey, girl, makeup time, where you is?
Yeah, she make me laugh.
And I was like, and she had on that tough tune in the background. I was like, oh my God, don't do me this. This is why I'm feeling so this week. Manson, I understand, corona, but we are people. And people have habits and customs and traditions. Yes. And my thing is Carnival. I don't get on Easter.
No.
I don't get on big vacation. I don't get on no time of the year.
No.
But Carnival is my worthless month. So now I get to get on worthless. I know what I can't vouch for what's gonna happen the rest of the school. I take out the worthless list.
Can't vouch. Yeah.
I know I might have a tape coming out. I know.
Be cautious. Reassurance stay home.
Easter, I don't know what's going to happen because I get to take out all my worthlessness in Carnival. I'm responsible for it.
For Easter money than in bad money.
Joke. I know. No, but it's like that movie Perch. When you listen to when you hear the
song,
the message within it.
Oh yeah.
That people getting to do all they bad in one shot so they could go through the whole year without doing it. I understand that. Not in that.
No, in Carnival season.
But in Carnival season. You know what I mean? It's the 2 days. I don't even worry about lighting parade. Nothing. Just my big days. Big parades. Manson. Sidelining for me.
Yeah,
once you step in, when you put on that, hey, you don't want to be on the sideline anymore. For all those, I don't know what you could do with the sun. Listen.
You don't feel it, sir. Tell the next day.
The Monday, the Carnival Monday is when you feel it, the skin under your eye like a little blur,
Going on.
But next year we in it again.
Going in.
Manson. So for all my carnival lovers, I feel you guys. I'm with you guys. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. But life is what it is. So we have to just do it on it.
That's why you can't get married. Because carnival is gonna break up.
What?
Divorce from it.
No, I don't think so, man. We don't be that bad.
You gotta catch me, Juve.
Let me don't talk because yeah.
Hey,
You got say it in the presentation, have it on the paper. Like when you're signing on the line, say carnival time, I'm asked to wear a G string, I'm asked to put it in your notes.
carnival time don't come.
Come.
Don't come.
What
Hey,
else we got mention?
we get a topic from a fan.
Listen now, yeah,
A
listen
fan.
now.
They say, can woman take great? Why am I say that word? Great
Big
Tulu.
D. The
Tulu
big D.
without catching feelings. If woman can take great Tulu without catching feelings, yeah, without catching feelings, I do it for 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah, but I it goes both ways.
How you
For have some men too just get attached to a good, it depends. It depends. You don't know what that person missing
So we
in their
talking about
life.
woman. Can woman take great Tulu without catching
A
feelings?
man got to see if there is stun stalker.
What?
I don't know. Have some women could get stalker now. Like they ain't even that.
That's not so. Listen, it depends on the person.
It depends
on
how the person emotionally built.
And depends on the situation too. Because if it's two single people,
You want me to tell you your personal story here? When me and my boy they break up.
he's going to thing now. You have to beep it. You got beep button. Beep. You got beep button. You going to thing now.
The one thing I didn't want to do is
Yes.
do the friends with benefit thing.
Wait. Talk.
Look,
the one thing you didn't
want to do is
friends
continue
with
that.
your partner.
Yeah, with your ex.
Oh, okay.
Because that does get clouded. Your mind do get clouded with good, especially don't have the history.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't.
That's why I don't know. I know. Is
Friends
a
with
no.
benefits? No.
Like
I prefer
your
to
ex,
just don't
it
do
better
nothing.
be yours.
Just hold on. Play
Because
with
it
a
will
toy.
get clouded.
Yeah,
No
play
matter
with a
you
toy,
just
but I
forget.
ain't
Because
doing-
that's how people just keep get in toxic situations.
I ain't doing that.
Because good, when people have this good sex chemistry, is a dangerous
It's
thing.
a dangerous thing. It's true.
You understand? So both ways could get, and women could mash up car windows, flat your tires, because they know another woman in there. You're putting yourself in a dangerous place.
I had a one person issue. Catch yourself. Issue.
Yeah, they just have to catch yourself, because when they check, maybe the man just beat himself. That ain't the problem. The problem is they're so attached to that good chemistry, like that sexual chemistry.
I got the mama was saying in the beginning, I catch a feeling, sure, catch feeling. But I went psycho. I went crazy, mashed up thing. We was friends with benefit. It wasn't no relationship with friend. But I went crazy doing psycho.
You don't do psycho.
No.
You don't hide in the trunk.
But yeah, but I was just get on for TV and I get the no. I can't make it to the
Spoil your whole mood.
Yeah, bad mood. And coming with the house, why you can't make it? What going on?
I think, and women more emotional built.
And following. I ain't fighting nothing, but just following. And this is why you can't make it.
You understand that?
But I ain't touching nobody.
But that is show you have to catch yourself, because you just end up in a situation that
I have to catch myself.
it's hard, but it's hard out there to find somebody that know you physically and give you that good. We girls know it don't. Sometimes you don't even experience it with your partner, but it have one dude out there that you experience it with, and every time you see him, you get like a little oof. That was your mind just flipped back and you had to catch yourself.
It's true.
But
it's true. It's true.
You know that's the number you have to delete off of your phone, because otherwise your relationship ain't gonna work. No. You know what I mean?
It's true.
Because that is what it is called toxic D. Ain't good for you, but damn.
It's true.
You understand?
But then sometimes I just have that one person, right? You have to delete the number. But then why you just just become a relationship with that one then?
But sometimes or you're not compatible.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes or you don't like the same
sexually
things.
Compatible,
but the other things don't fall in place, but you're so attached to that perspective of the person.
It's true.
Because I don't care what nobody say. Sex is a big factor in a relationship.
It's true. It is.
And
It is.
for a person, especially if you have a stressful life and that one person leaving you feel like the world melt away.
Yeah.
When you look at the person's sex, you just be like, man, this person don't have much in common, but damn.
But then when you're in a relationship like that, like for me, a relationship, and when you're in a relationship like that, and the chemistry ain't good, I find especially we as women, just take too long to wake up and say, something. And with this modern times, women, you shouldn't feel guilty. If you wake up and say, listen, for a long time, no, it ain't gonna happen one day. For a long time, I'm talking about maybe a course of months, I hear that, hey, I ain't happy no more. I ain't feeling no more. Don't waste your time. Your life is so precious. The time is so precious. You shouldn't, man and woman, don't waste your time because you're missing out maybe.
Have a lot of good things out there now.
And you're missing out maybe on your true
love.
And your true partner, your true
somebody else were free. No. That if you were free, no, would have had like a perfect thing.
Yeah.
When you free, they're in a relationship.
Don't waste your time. If you feel, you get something.
Sex in everything. Sex, the cracks from a relationship based on good sex going to show.
Yeah.
Going to show because you come home, the house ain't in order, or he ain't do what you supposed to do. You don't cuss. Tonight he give you a goodie. You're good for a few days, or you good for a few days. Ha. Then are you back in the argument? Then that you call toxic. That relationship toxic. Yeah, it's built on the wrong foundation.
Both people shouldn't waste your time.
You're wasting your time. I would say people just catch feelings because man and woman, man does have side chicks. Let me say it now. Man does have side chicks, right? They got a main woman
to follow up what
and they got a side chick to follow up what they're missing. But I noticed the rules of side chicks. We got it twisted. The men got it twisted, or we following too much rules. Because the side chicks don't have man. Most side chicks doesn't have man. So actually that man got two women.
But maybe the side chick don't have man, but the side chick. Listen, when I was a side chick, I just look at when I was a side chick, I just want to base on sex. I don't need nothing else. Sex.
You wanna hug up and
no. I'm not a love of emotion. I don't like that nonsense. When I don't you want to go home. I didn't even want to be cuddling up. I ain't nothing. So when I was side chick, I just maybe when people are side chick, maybe all I want is the Tulu good and the staying here. That's it.
But they just get caught up emotionally and end up playing wifey role.
You should not. I wasn't doing none of that. That's the problem. You shouldn't get caught up. But if you're there, as you said, a woman have to change the rules. If you're there for that, because that's more than this. If you're there for that, well, enjoy that. Enjoy the good. And that way, turn it to be too now. Not a woman in the side chick because all they need is a Tulu. They don't need nothing else.
I established myself.
I don't need
all that drama.
No, I don't need.
I don't need to be cooking for nobody.
No, I don't need to be cooking, cleaning, washing. You know that I don't need. I come to my peaceful home.
I still like relationships.
You like relationships?
Yeah, I don't mind. I like to laugh. You understand? And the years that like nobody know how I come home if I go. It wasn't my vibe. Understand? Like I reach home, nobody know our home. Nobody waiting on your home.
Your partner because you're fine.
Already. Let me say, maybe I built like that because from 14 I was in that lifestyle. So that's all the lifestyle.
You're not big enough to know already. You find your partner. You're not big enough to know already. You're not big enough. I was young in a relationship. No, you don't big enough to know already that hey, this is my partner. So you feel comfortable. I'm telling you all time, if you didn't feel comfortable, you would have moved on. So you're not a stupid girl. If you didn't feel comfortable, you would have moved on. You're done, bail, and you're not a dumb girl. I ain't talking to no stupid girl. You're done already that hey, I'm okay here. As you say, I like to come and laugh. You're done. As you just say, a lot of things them done clicking
we went through a lot to know that hey, this is it.
No, not even that. Just are you clicking?
You
have a lot of things in common.
This is the person for me. This is
you don't click. If it wasn't so timely, I tell you, it wouldn't last. It would have moved on. But you don't clicking already. You don't have to be. And you was lucky. Maybe if you find it from the beginning. Because some people was lucky to find it from the beginning. Some people just find it that late. So you was one of the lucky ones that find it from the beginning. You was the one lucky one. Otherwise you would have moved on. You're not a dumb girl. You're no stupid girl. And you're no dumb girl. You would have moved on. So you did it already, and then you catch yourself like, hey, this ain't working for me, and you went back. So it wasn't thing. You just was lucky enough to find the click.
Something that clicks.
I was a wild girl. I didn't have no time for this bullshit. If it wasn't clicking, it was gone. I don't have no type of patience. I don't have no type of patience. No, zero tolerance. I got zero tolerance. I grew up in a house, and I say to myself, I'm not going to be like that. So I zero tolerance, zero tolerance, zero tolerance. I don't let you decide for me. No, you don't decide for me. I don't care how good, how what it is. Zero tolerance. If I said done, I done. Done. I ain't looking back now. That's why I got three children, three different fathers. I ain't looking back. I don't give a flying shit. I look at my legs, I'm millionaire. I might go back on my teeth.
You're like, no, I was thinking about
Yeah.
it. I was wrong.
Yeah,
I
I
was
was wrong. I was wrong. I was really wrong. But otherwise, I zero tolerance. I don't have the patience. I don't have the patience.
Yeah. But it's a strength you need to build, not to say, this ain't working out.
And I do have cycles. I say
stop watching other people's lives and comparing TV and real person.
I had cycles that didn't want to leave me in peace.
I know about, and I always say now that I am my 30s, I say, boy, I don't see myself dealing a young boy now. No. Young boys is problems.
Young boys, no. But no, the young boys are getting more than two now. They just want one thing and they move on. They just want one thing and they move on. Why you laughing?
I'm watching your last point here, make sure.
Oh, you know, today I had a big post on Facebook that men was putting, are you laughing? Men was putting fake names and talking about the woman Nuki's embarrassing. Men say eat strawberries, eat pineapple, girls eat strawberries, eat pineapple, that does make you get a nice scent, nice berry scent. For boys, it's pineapple, it was wash it out and you get a nice sweet taste in your sperm. Yes! It's true, yeah, but man was posting about horrible and know how to wipe. Yours was wipe bad, no? Yours was wipe from back come forward. No? That's fault, eh? You don't have to wipe like that, yeah?
But
yours.
But I don't get who would I try to understand. But then again, maybe somebody ain't teach them.
Yeah, the proper way. You have to wipe from front, go to the back. You can't write. You wipe from the back to the front. You're passing. You things off the pass. That's when you don't shit to be.
That's the rule. I just was like, in my mind, I was like, okay, but
shit. Go to fuck and bed, man. And woman, I don't want to just mention that thing. You don't shit.
Right, but hop in the bathroom right next to the toilet. Like you're just I normally I like to take off all my clothes, so it's from here to there.
That's a big chore for me. I know a man shit and then come in my bed. You get nothing from me, no. I don't know. A big chore.
But I wouldn't understand. Who would think? I don't know.
Listen.
Maybe it's so natural to me that I wouldn't understand because I, as a person, I don't do the right after club thing. No, I always have to shower. I like to shower. Be showering. We ain't doing this. Before we ain't doing this. Just like I don't know what is because my self-consciousness, like my mind. Listen, a dog bluffing in the background harassing me.
Mentally, have to be
people can't be walking. I too mental. To be having to worry with so much things.
I do. Very, very mental. It have to be.
A dog like woof woof. I like what going on out there. Why the neighbor? Why the dog? Somebody in the yard.
Yeah, your mind gone. Yeah, I do.
I can't.
I have to be clean. I have to be. I consciously do.
Things gotta be on point because I can't.
I the same thing. I can't.
So I can't imagine people just hopping. I can't imagine because to each their own. But that is me. That's Otami person. Like But everybody could do what they want, accept what they want, but my rules in play all the time.
Yeah, when you don't shit to be, please. No, they don't do it to them. When you don't shit, you have to be. It's nasty. Then I just tell people, when you have a child, you just take wipes and clean the ass, no? You don't take toilet paper and clean the ass.
Toilet paper does leave residue.
Correcto. You don't take toilet paper and clean the ass, right? You just take wipes,
clean it and grab all it. Yeah.
Why are you as a big fucking person on shit? Take toilet paper and don't fucking bathe. Go to fuck. I bill on my children. They don't shit to bathe. I don't want to hear it. If I get a jockey with a line in it, I'm boxing you up. Yeah, I'm boxing you up. You get a man box. Boxing you up.
But we be doing better with the sanitizing the hand, but let me keep those private areas cleaner. And up to date. I know. Benson is always a pleasure. That's it, Cam?
Yeah, that's it, man.
But and remember we on a countdown, so we knew.
Oh yeah, we knew things coming. Tammy and Camille coming.
Up to new things.
Up to new things.
Yes, Manson.
Right now, we're in a meeting. You home right here, we're in a meeting just on the boss. Man, look vexed.
Ain't have no baseball, so we relax.
For real, ain't on the baseball.
We relax today. No
Okay.
rush, no nothing. Now we gonna
Don't
go
forget to
tune
like,
in.
share, comment, and we have Instagram too. Like, share, and comment, and stay pending for a new show. Enjoy your weekend.
Enjoy your
Oh,
carnival Monday.
Valentine's Day tomorrow. Enjoy your
Hey,
Valentine's Day.
listen, are you doing? Let me like what I say. Giving a piece in a part a gift, please.
I know we
Let
got.
me let me do better things. Let
got-
me do a dinner, cook for your man. You don't
Yes.
even have to go out nowhere. Cook for your man. Do something
You
special.
got something. You
And
got
then
something.
when the after party, when the night fall or in the afternoon self, because the children them in there, you'd put on a little something extra. But that can't be the gift.
Yeah, get on.
Because you enjoying it too. Once you get into come, it can't be a gift for somebody.
Yes. Shit. Anyway, man.
But hey, enjoy your week. All the best. You know, we're grateful and thankful, and stay tuned. Stay tuned. Are you gonna like it? Are you gonna like it?
Peace out.
Bye.